Hey guys, welcome to Belle and Cosmos. I hope you all are doing well. So today's video is a bit different. Today I'm not reviewing any book, rather, as you have already guessed from the title, I'm going to pick a few books for February based on my Hogwarts house. So if you look up on the web, you'll see there are various Hogwarts house reading lists available for the different Hogwarts houses. Many booktubers have already taken up this challenge and read many of the recommended books. I personally love watching all those videos. Therefore, I decided to do the same since I'm a Potterhead myself. Since February has already begun, I've already started reading the books I had kept for this month because I have a lot of books I want to read. There is a list that I had made in January for the books I am going to read in February. So I will follow that list, but there is a slight difference I'm going to make to the list. And that difference is the addition of a few books mentioned in my Hogwarts House Readathon list, Mm, just because I'm in the Hogwarts House Readathon, I'll be choosing my next few reads from the lists I've found, and the links to those lists are mentioned in the description box below in case you want to check them out. So without any further ado, let's dive right into the video. I had sorted myself some 5 times on Pottermore, and out of the 5 times, 3 times I found out that I was a Hufflepuff. Since majority vote wins, I've accepted myself as a Hufflepuff, but that doesn't mean I'll end this readathon once I'm done with the Hufflepuff books. I've decided I'll try to participate for the readathons of each Hogwarts house because I personally think I have a bit of each house in me. You get it, right? A bit of each house means like some qualities from each house in me. So yeah. Now for February, I've decided to follow the Hufflepuff list because that's my house. So there were many books I found mentioned on the various lists I clicked on, but the ones which caught my attention are the following 4 books. Although I'd be reading only 3 out of the 4 books mentioned here because I have a lot of books to finish this month. But anyways, I'll just name all the 4 books. So the first book in the list is I'll Be the One by Lila Lee. So for those who don't know, this is a K-pop based book. So just because I'm a huge fan of K-pop, I picked this book up and I am very pumped to read it right now. But I have to finish 2 books before I get to this. Since I don't exactly know what this book will be about, I'm going to read the blurb of this book from Goodreads, where a small description is given on the book. So this is the blurb of this book that I found on Goodreads. It goes like this. The world of K-pop has never met a star like this. Debut author Lila Lee delivers a deliciously fun, thoughtful rom-com celebrating confidence and body positivity, perfect for fans of Jenny Han and Julie Murphy. Sky Shin has heard it all. Fat girls shouldn't dance, wear bright colors, shouldn't call attention to themselves, but Sky dreams of joining the glittering world of K-pop, and to do that, she's about to break all the rules that society, the media, and even her own mother have set for girls like her. She'll challenge thousands of other performers in an internationally televised competition, looking for the next K-pop star, and she'll do it better than anyone else. When Sky nails her audition, she is immediately swept into a whirlwind of countless practices, shocking performances, and the drama that comes with reality TV. What she doesn't count on are the highly fat-phobic beauty standards of the Korean pop entertainment industry. Her sudden media fame and scrutiny, or the sparks that soon fly with her fellow competitor Henry Cho. But Sky has her sights on becoming the world's first plus-sized K-pop star, and that means winning the competition without losing herself. This sounds like a very amazing plot. First of all, I'm very happy that I found myself a book which has a K-pop background, and I was really dying to read something with such a backdrop where the girl is into the K-pop industry or she's a trainee herself. And this is fun. I don't know how many of you are acquainted with K-pop or how many of you enjoy K-pop. I personally, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I love K-pop, and I myself have participated in many K-pop competitions in India, of course. There are many K-pop competitions in India, and I have participated in many of them. Not that I made a great impact or something, but I aim to do that someday. I don't want to become a K-pop artist or anything. That is impossible, but because with my features, like my facial features, they are very foreign in the Korean pop industry, so that is never going to work. But this is a passion for me, singing. And just as I love reading, I love singing. And that's the reason why I am very infatuated with the K-pop industry. I always wanted to read something based on that industry, and I'll be the one will be the first book for me from the K-pop industry. I'm really looking forward to it because it is really it sounds interesting, and yeah, let's see what I explore while reading this book. But I've already found out from a few other reviewers, and there's this particular channel on YouTube where the girl you are seeing on the cover, she was dancing to K-pop songs mentioned in the book. And one of them is like Kill This Love by Blackpink, which is kind of a favorite. So I'm already pumped up for this. I cannot wait to pick this up. Anyways, moving on to the next book. So, this is the next book. It is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, who is the author of The Night Circus. From my previous video, if you have watched the previous videos of mine, you'll see that I am a huge fan of Erin Morgenstern because I had read her book, The Night Circus, and I loved it so much that at that moment I was reading another book which I threw away just so that I could focus on this book, on The Night Circus. So I'm really there is this thing in me, inside of me, that I want to explore other books by the same author. So The Starless Sea is just there. It came when I needed it. But there is this confusion. I don't know whether I'll be able to read it this month. But anyways, since I don't know anything about the book, here's the blurb. Far beneath the surface of the earth, upon the shores of the Starless Sea, there is a labyrinthine collection of tunnels and rooms filled with stories. The entryways that lead to this sanctuary are often hidden, sometimes on forest floors, sometimes in private homes, sometimes in plain sight. But those who seek will find. Their doors have been waiting for them. Zachary Ezra Rollins is searching for his door, though he does not know it. Is it Zachary or Zachary? I think it's Zachary. I don't know. He follows a silent siren song and inexplicable knowledge that he is meant for another place. When he discovers a mysterious book in the stacks of his campus library, he begins to read, entranced by tales of lovelorn prisoners, lost cities, and nameless acolytes. Suddenly, a turn of the page brings Zachary to a story from his own childhood, impossibly written in this book that is older than he is. A bee, a key, and a sword emblazoned on the book led Zachary to two people who will change the course of his life: Mirabel, a fierce pink-haired painter, and Dorian, a handsome barefoot man with shifting alliances. These strangers guide Zachary through masquerade party dances and whispered backroom stories to the headquarters of a secret society where doorknobs hang from ribbons, and finally, through a door conjured from paint to the place he has always yearned for. Amid twisting tunnels filled with books, gilded ballrooms, and wine-dark shores, Zachary falls into an intoxicating world soaked in romance and mystery. But a battle is raging over the fate of this place, and though there are those who would willingly sacrifice everything to protect it, there are just as many intent on its destruction. As Zachary, Mirabelle, and Dorian venture deeper into the space and its histories and myths, searching for answers and each other, a timeless love story unspools, casting a spell of pirates, painters, lovers, liars, and ships that sail upon a starless sea. Woo! Amazing. I mean, it has this nice ring to the ear. It just reminds me of Erin Morgenstern. It's something she would write. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, if you have read The Night Circus, you would get what I'm trying to say. In The Night Circus, there was, of course, a circus, a traveling circus, which appeared at random places and stayed for a few days, opened at night hours. And it was like, a very I enjoyed that book because of the magical essence embedded into the story. This book reminds me of that book. It reminds me of the magic I experienced while reading Night Circus. It's like I am going to relive everything I lived while reading that book. Wow. The blurb of the story got me so hyped up right now. Wow. I'm now contemplating whether I should drop this book for this month or I should read it. I don't know. Let's see what the month of February has in store for me. Anyways, going on to the next book. So the next book mentioned in the Hufflepuff readathon list is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. So this is like kind of a Cinderella retelling, if I'm not wrong, but let's see what's written in the blurb on Goodreads. The blurb goes like this: Cinderella goes to the con in this fandom-fueled twist on the classic fairy tale. Part romance, part love letter to nerd culture, and all totally adorbs. Geekerella is a fairy tale for anyone who believes in the magic of fandom. Geek girl Elle Whittimer lives and breathes Starfield, the classic sci-fi series she grew up watching with her late father. So, when she sees a cosplay contest for a new Starfield movie, she has to enter. The prize? An invitation to the ExcelsiCon cosplay ball and a meet and greet with the actor slated to play Federation Prince Carminder in the reboot. With savings from her gig at the Magic Pumpkin food truck and her dad's old costume, Elle's determined to win, unless her stepsisters get there first. Teen actor Darian Freeman used to live for cons before he was famous. Now they're nothing but autographs and awkward meet and greets. Playing Carminder is all he has ever wanted, but the Starfield fandom has written him off as just another dumb heartthrob. As ExcelsiCon draws near, Darian feels more and more like a fake until he meets a girl who shows him otherwise. Uh, okay. I am not the one for retellings because I don't know. I don't generally love retellings until they are kind of my favorite princesses or Disney characters whose stories are being retold. So so it is very pretty and it has been there sitting there on my bookshelf for the past 3 years untouched. And it's not much, not very lengthy. I think I'll be able to finish it if I start with it soon. So I am a bit skeptical about how this is going to turn out. And if you guys are smart enough to have already guessed from my YouTube channel name, my favorite princess is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So I don't read any other Disney character retellings, but I hope this turns out to be a very enjoyable, good read. Moving on to the next book. So the next book in the list, and next and the last one for the Hogwarts House Readathon list, is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. Same as the last book. this one has been on my shelf for the past 2 years, if not more. So I don't know about this book either. What a shame. Anyways, I'm going to read the blurb on Goodreads. So the blurb says, at first, Jude and her twin brother Noah are inseparable. Noah draws constantly and is falling in love with the charismatic boy next door, while Daredevil Jude wears red lipstick, cliff dives, and does all the talking for both of them. Years later, they are barely speaking. Something has happened to change the twins in different yet equally devastating ways, but then Jude meets an intriguing, irresistible boy and a mysterious new mentor. The early years are Noah's to tell, the later years are Jude's. But they each have only half the story, and if they can only find their way back to one another, they'll have a chance to remake their world. This radiant, award-winning novel from the acclaimed author of The Sky is Everywhere will leave you breathless and teary and laughing, often all at once. Prince Award winner, Stonewall Honor Book. Okay, okay. So I see it covers the LGBTQ topic as well, which I really wanted to read this year. Nice. It seems it seemed kind of tough at the moment because all the 4 books I've chosen, all 4 of them are good in their own ways. I'm a bit doubtful about this one, but otherwise all the other 3 books are like intriguing. Anyways, I have to choose 3 books for the readathon, Hufflepuff readathon. I think I will choose this one because I really wanted to read something about the LGBTQ community. And I am gonna choose I'll Be the One by Laila Lee because that covers the topic of K-pop, which I adore. Um, and the third book is kind of a mystery. Since I have never touched it, and I am underestimating the power of this book. I really want to try this out and see if this proves me wrong in my judgment. If this proves me wrong in, in the way I'm thinking it's going to be boring or anything. I hope it proves me wrong because I bought this book and I don't want to be disappointed with it. So yeah, I think that's decided. The 3 books I'll be reading for the Hogwarts Hufflepuff House Readathon will be I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, Geekerella by Ashley Poston, and I'll Be the One by Laila Lee. I hope none of the books disappoint me. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for notifications, and share this with your fellow bookworms. And comment down below if you have read any of the books mentioned in the video. It means a lot to me if you share my videos, so please don't forget to share them if you watch them. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Lots of love from me to you. Keep on reading. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next one.